What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Danmachi. Now, today we're going to be talking about the latest heroic trial, and I actually thought I covered this before, and I came in here and I'm like, I hadn't done anything on this. So I've tried out a couple of teams, and I think we've got one here that's going to work, but before we do that, we kind of really need to understand what we're up against. So let's take a quick gander at Osvi and Eyes. So the easiest way to do this is to go over to the album. Okay, and we can just filter this down by Osvi and Eyes, and we can search that, and then we can even filter it down one more time by dark units. This is going to be the easiest way to figure it out. These are the two adventurers that we're going to face, so let's take a look here. Osvi, okay, I don't think we have to max her out, but we'll just do it anyway. So, you don't care about the essay, all you care about what she's going to do. Fast, low dark magic attack with Ultra on counter rate, agility and dex down 30%. Allies, counter rate and dark attack damage plus 50%. So the big thing here is she's going to she's going to increase counter and dark attack damage. Dark attack damage is the biggie. Skill 2 is a mid-dark magic attack with temporary magic boost, magic resistance, and endurance down 35%. So she's all about the debuffs. Now, her skill 3 doesn't really have any buffs to it. I'm willing to bet she's going to do skill 1 and then skill 2, and then basically rebuff skill 1 again. Probably on like turn 3 or 4. The big thing to take away here, she's going to buff dark attack damage on Eyes and herself, and, well, she does debuff endurance. It's magic resistance that she's debuffing that you're really going to care about, so watch out for those magic attacks. Eyes, on the other hand, once again, I don't think maxing them does anything, but mid-dark magic attack with temporary magic boost, high penetration rate, removes agility buffs and self, plus 2 actions, low dark magic attack. So she's going to hit us twice. We had to be prepared for that. She's going to hit us twice. Her second skill is a foe's plural, fast, high dark magic attack, removes magic resistance buffs. So magic resistance is going to be, definitely something we don't want to do. And damage reduction, attack all targets and self, magic plus 85%. So Eyes is the DPS here. The quicker we get rid of Eyes, the better we're going to do. The faster this is going to end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a predominantly, emphasis on predominantly, single target light team. And I focused on physical. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, but we'll find out when we actually get in here. So, obviously I have her in the front. Lene's here really just to do the SA buffing, and then she's going to use the, in fact, I need to change equipment here. She's going to use the revolving amulet, and then she is going to leave. So, we're going to go ahead and put that on her. Okay. Now, in slot 2, we have Lazar. Lazar should need no introduction, but he's going to do a bunch of buffing, and he's got some really solid hits. We'll get more into what he does when we actually get in there. Now, Finn is a really solid single target attacker. Light physical attack damage plus 100% for his SA, and high light physical attack damage plus 20% per each self-strength magic. He's just going to hit stupid hard. He is a really solid unit, okay? And as is Fianna. Now, it did say that AoE attacks are debuffed. So her SA is not going to be the best thing in history, but it still is going to be damage, and we can definitely use some damage. Plus, with light physical attack 100% per each self SA gauge charge buff skill, she's going to hit pretty darn hard. Now, that's our main line. My second stack, obviously we're going to sack Lene right out of the gate. I'm also going to sack Althea here, because Althea is going to come in, and she's basically going to do her skill 2, which is a light attack damage plus 35%, but light resistance down 40%. We're going to debuff that light resistance and try to get these units just out of the way as quickly as we possibly can. Now, Haruhime finally is going to come in, and she should need no introduction. This is this new Haruhime. She's a really solid unit. Once again, I shouldn't have to explain what she does, but we will definitely cover it more when we get in there. Now, I will need to go ahead and give her also the revolving amulet. So let's go here. There we are. Okay. Now, assist-wise, on Line, I have Finn. You could use Ali. Ali is significantly better. Actually, I maxed my Ali just recently, so I'm actually going to use her. Let's go down here. Would be silly of me not to utilize the best unit for the job. There she is. Bam. So Ali does 33% SA gauge charge, a counter rate buff, and 20% MP regen per turn. That's going to be active on everybody. Now, even though she's leaving, I believe, unless I'm mistaken, I believe that stays in effect. I think. Could be wrong on that. But I don't think it's going to be a huge factor anyway. Now, on Lazar, I have Felice. Strength plus 25%, counter rate plus 15%. That is just going to help out immensely. Plus, she's got a really good physical stat, which will help out there. On Finn, I have Argo. Argo's a light resistance and thunder resistance down 20%, who also has an extra effect, but he's got another really good physical attack skill. Finally, we have Alakitane. She's got a okay physical attack skill. In fact, what I probably will do, I'm going to swap these two, just because I feel like I want the better skill on Phoenix. I feel like in the long run, Phoenix is going to do more damage. Now, right here, we're using the Young Felice. Damage received type single target plus 25%, critical rate plus 25%. Yes, that is going to nerf a little bit of damage here when you have units that do AoE and single target, but the single target is going to be such a huge, I guess, huge factor in this. The main thing to take away from that is the only time that she's going to be at a bit of a disadvantage is when Fianna does her SA. But I don't even know if we're going to get to that point, and I'll kind of explain when we get in there. But finally, Haruhime. I have this Ryu on her, but I'm actually going to go ahead and throw on... where is she? Yeah. I'm going to throw in this Eyes, because this Eyes is going to buff the SA gauge charge 111%. Getting fast SAs is going to be critical to the long run of this. In keeping with that, if we go up here, Fire, Earth, and Light attack damage plus 6% for turns 1 to 5. All party SA gauge charge and all parties strength turns 1 to 7. Now, we want to get rid of this. We want to basically go in here and we want to like trash this as quickly as possible. But I think, unless I'm mistaken, we have one that actually would be better for the late game. Let's see here. Fire and Thunder. Wind, Earth, Water. No? No. Okay. Nope. So that's fine. Then we'll keep that early game buff. It's not going to affect the SAs, but we shouldn't need it to affect the SAs. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the skill flow because I'm going to make a whole new skill flow for this. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Now, auto battle off is a good thing. I'm going to target Eyes because Eyes is the biggest threat here. Once she gets all her buffs, she actually could hurt a bit. So I want to get rid of her ASAP. Now, natively, Asvi, this light resistance is down 40%, and that has been debuffed 20%, so Asvi's are natively down 20%. Eyes, looks like it's the same thing. Yeah, Eyes is the same situation. So it doesn't matter physical or magic what you use here, you just got to use that light team, or debuff with another team. I honestly tried it with last year's water team, and I expected better results than I got, but, you know, for the sake of all things, the light team got a huge buff during this anniversary, or the most recent anniversary, I should say. So, this team should absolutely wreck this out. So, we're going to go ahead and do Spotlight 33%. We're going to go ahead and do our main buffing here. Now, I'm going to save that for turn 3, so I'm going to go ahead and do skill 2. I'm going to grab, let's see, we're going to save that for turn 3. So we're going to do skill 2. And then finally, Fianna. She could do SA gauge charge 33%. Which actually, that's an AoE attack, but buffs allies plus 2 turns. So the reality here is that actually, I could go out there and put somebody on the team that debuffs physical resistance rather than Line. So Line is redundant, and I completely forgot about that about Fianna. So if you wanted to make this a little bit faster, you could just go take Fianna off the team. Or, I'm sorry, not Fianna. No, don't take Fianna off the team. You could go ahead and take Line off the team and put a physical resistance debuffer in there. But that is a definite factor in this. Now, we'll go ahead and do skill 2 here. That's going to do light resistance down. That's an AoE attack, so it's going to affect everybody. And yep, I can go ahead and do the single target here. We already buffed that, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's just go into single targets. Boom. Boom. And then we'll save turn 3 to do all of our big stuff again. Actually, I forgot. Fianna needs to do her skill 2. That's okay. We can do it next turn. There we go. Okay. So Haruhime is going to come in. She's going to do her skill 1. That's pretty much mandatory. I didn't do skill 2. Actually, you know what? Status debuff down 2 turns. No, you know what? We don't need that. Because it doesn't look like we're debuffed. So, yeah. Ooh, actually, we are debuffed. What are we debuffed? Magic resistance. That's right. I forgot about the magic resistance. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to keep doing her skill, her big single target. That's going to be a big factor here. I am going to go ahead and do this, actually. Restricted. You know what? I don't even need to do that, so I can just keep doing her skill 1. And this is physical magic resist plus 40%. Foe strength and magic and penetration rate down 40%. I'm going to do it just because. But we shouldn't honestly need it. But, yeah, basically at this point we can just focus on our single targets. And the big thing here is building up to that, you know, the at least triple, if not quad SA as fast as humanly possible. Now, there is some potential benefit to doing this. It raises SA gauge charge 44%. But I honestly find that in doing this too early on these stages you're trying to beat this quickly, it actually could be a detriment. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to go and just do her skill 2. That's going to do status debuff and status buffs up. Looks like we're going to need it anyway, so we're going to do Megiri. Okay? And then we're just going to go back to doing single target attacks. Now, extra actions. There is an AoE resistance factor here, but I don't see it in play. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing single target. We're just going to hammer down on single target, and we're going to keep focusing on eyes. That's what we're going to do basically until we get everything in play. There we go. And let's turn icons off for a second. So eyes is pretty much almost completely dead at this point. So I'm not really worried about her. I think what I might do is just build up to a triple SA and just do a triple SA. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's see. Is there, say, an extra action on him? There is. Plus 4 actions. That is Flash Leap. Let's see what Flash Leap is sitting at. Where did it go? Shouldn't have run out already. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rebuff Flash Leap. Everything else is going to go be single target. And we're going to continue with Megiri just to make sure that, you know, we get what we get out of this. In fact, I probably could go stop doing Megiri and do Haru's single target. But it's just not going to be an insane value at this juncture. But we'll do it anyway here this turn. Let's see. Debuffs are good basically until the end of time. Buffs are good. Roughly about the same. This is our turn where we get our SA gauge charging. So, yeah, let's see what happens here. Once again, all big single targets, even with Haruhime. Let's see what happens. Okay. So as much as I would love to say we would get a quad next turn, I don't think it's going to happen next turn. I think we get 2 turns before we get that quad. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is Strength Magic 120%. This is going to be light attack 100%. Physical resistance magic resist 60, but that's not going to be that big of a deal. This is going to go ahead and be 100% for each self-strength buff skill, and that's going to hit like a truck. And with her, we're going to continue to do this single target. And actually, you know what? I messed up here. I should have targeted Osvi. So this actually might... Yeah, I wasted that attack. That attack should have attacked Osvi. I completely missed the mark on that one. So that is what it is. But I kind of get the feeling Osvi isn't going to last much longer anyway. We probably would have, if not wiped Osvi out, would have been pretty darn close. So let's just go do our single targets. Let's basically skill one with everybody. And turn 8, she's dead. Easy peasy. Couldn't be, more straightforward. And I'm glad I did it with the triple and not waited for the quad, because the quad would have been wasted. Would have been a little faster had I actually done targeted Osvi on that turn. But, even with the mess up there, it was an absolute breeze. So there you guys go. Go build y'all's teams, and then once I have the teams built, then I can actually go up here and say the skill flow, or, even easier than that, just quest skip. Don't forget about quest skips, guys. It is such a really significant value, those quest skips. So we just did 10 quest skips, and basically I can just go up here. Probably do like, 3 more? Let's see. If you buy the full course meal every month like I do, you get a ton of these. Yeah, see, there you go. And I can just go run it, twice more. Oh, I needed the full 15. Color me impressed. But nevertheless, there you go. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Obviously, this team does rely on the max limit break, but even if you don't have your units max limit broken, you should still be just fine. You may not necessarily get the S clear, but even then, if your units are +3 and fully ascended, I'd be shocked if you didn't. I mean, these units hit so insanely hard. Just make sure that when you do your essays, you target Osvi, and you should be fine. Now, the question always comes up, and I forgot to mention, which unit do you choose here? And I'm always going to tell you that the assist is going to be better. Especially right now. I don't think in the Dark Realm that these units are relevant much anymore. So you definitely need the Hermes assist. I really think if you do not have Hermes maxed out, the Hermes assist is an absolute must over any adventures. If you need to pick an adventurer, I think Eyes is a little bit better than Osvi just because she does real damage. Osvi is more support. So really you would go Hermes number 1, Eyes number 2, Osvi if you have the other 2 maxed out. So there you go. Like, comment, share, let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below, and I will catch you all in the next one.